growing up with a mom who's a teacher, especially a kindergarten teacher, she had access to a bunch of books. She loved to buy books for her students. And so because I was her child, I would be able to go to her classroom and to read and just enjoy the love of reading. One of the books that I read early on and continue to read today was The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Now, if you haven't read it, I encourage you to read it. And maybe you should read it by yourself first before you read it out loud. But if you don't know the story, if you haven't read it, there was an apple tree that befriends a little boy. And during the course of the boy's life, the apple tree continues to give him many things. It starts off by just giving him apples, and then he's able to sell the apples for things. And then he needed to use some of the wood from the tree to build a house for his family. Well, then he used the trunk of the tree to sail around the world. And then in his aging years, he comes back to the tree, and all that's left is a stump for him to sit on and rest. Well, every time that the tree gave something to that boy, she was happy. And I think about giving. I think about during this time right now of so much the world says it's about me, it's about you. You're number one. But we need to think about how can we give and help others. And that's really what the Giving Tree story was about, was giving to others, allowing others to be happy to receive other things. And I'm reminded about this Bible passage here in Acts chapter 20, verse 35. And this is what it says. It is more blessed to give than to receive. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Now think about the ways that you've blessed others. Think about ways that you've been giving to others so that they can be happy, so that they can receive things. Maybe it's financial, or maybe it's giving of your time to go and help clean up or serve things, or work at Feed My Starving Children. Or maybe it's also helping people in your neighborhood with chores and projects. But whatever it is, you always feel better when you're helping other people. This is another passage. So that was Acts 20, verse 35. And this is from Romans 5:8. And this is what it says. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we're still sinners, Christ died for you. We have this great example that Christ gave us his life for you and I. What a precious gift. And that when we think about it, is more better, more blessed to give than receive. And Christ gave us his life. And so we too should model that we should give to others because we've been blessed. And so this Giving Tree story here is just a way to look at the value and the importance of giving. And think about you. Maybe how has someone helped you throughout the course of your life? How has someone helped you out? Maybe it's by fixing a flat tire along the side of the road on a vacation, or maybe it's coming home from a trip and knowing that your lawn's been mowed, or who knows? How has someone blessed you because they gave? And then how do you feel when you bless others when you give? Well, I think about this book and I think about giving. I think there's 3 takeaways from this and from our story. Number 1, let love rule. Let love rule. And there's no different there in Romans 5, but God demonstrates his own love for us in this. Let love rule that. Number 2, don't keep score. So often people want to try to do things better or always pay back. That's not the goal. So don't keep score. Number 3, that I want you to think about is have joy in serving. Do it joyfully. Do it with a cheerful heart. Don't do it because you feel you have to, but do it because you want to. So have a great day today as you think about how can you bless someone in your walk and in your neighborhood. Talk to you guys later.